You know, during the pandemic, we saw an increasing number of remote workers just pick up and move. And while you might pick a Caribbean island or someplace in the mountains, more than 300,000 households are picking Indiana.
That's right. Indiana is providing millions of dollars in incentives. So who are the 300 households that are taking the bait? We set out to learn more about these new Hoosiers. They're still unpacking boxes at the Henry home in Noblesville.
I didn't know Indiana looked this nice.
They moved here last week from Baltimore. Do you feel like a Hoosier yet?
We're getting there.
Okay, you can do the puzzle.
Zach served as a Marine and now is a remote government contractor. His wife Tasha is an educator with a PhD. They have 3 children.
We've been in cities and we've enjoyed that aspect, right? But now I just want to raise our sons and our daughter in a slower environment.
We also are interested in starting businesses of our own. And so, you know, as long as this is the right place for those businesses to grow and flourish, we'd love to, you know, be a part of that community and give back to the community as a result.
These people are enormously valuable.
Evan Hawk co-founded indie-based Make My Move. It's an online marketplace created to attract remote workers just like Zach.
They pay taxes, they spend in the local economy, and what we found is that for every $100,000 in income, these folks bring about $83,000 of economic impact each year.
This map shows every Indiana community that's landed workers through Make My Move. So far, Muncie, Noblesville, Bloomington, and other southwestern Indiana communities are attracting the most.
It's new skills, it's new ideas, it's new neighbors. It's it's a shot in the arm for a lot of these communities.
Noblesville incentives include $5,000, a co-working space membership, and a parks pass.
We're big on nature, bike trails and parks.
The Henrys also get a membership to the Chamber of Commerce and coffee with the mayor.
So just the opportunity to be able to engage with like-minded people who want to expand and bring other like-minded people to this area. To me, that's priceless, right? So you can't put a price tag on that.
The funding comes in part from the state.
Every state is tackling the workforce and population growth item.
Tony Denhart heads talent development for the Indiana Economic Development Commission.
To date, $2.2 million has been invested in the Make My Move remote worker program. And a stat that I want to bring out is it's expected by 2025 that there will be 32 million remote workers. With that said, I see continued investment in programs like this, you know, increasing the workforce in the state of Indiana.
In the future, the Make My Move model could be tailored, tweaked to attract workers in areas where there are shortages.
You know, we're kind of in the early days thinking about how might we expand past remote work, you know, and that, you know, we found, you know, a lot of teachers and nurses and truck drivers actually want to participate in these programs. And we think that in the near future that'll be the case.
But right now, the Henrys are busy. They're preparing for a new school year. They're aware that little Jack, Patrick, and Annabelle are now in place to be the face of Indiana's future workforce.
We definitely are feeling welcomed in Indiana.
Right now, Indiana's one-year retention rate is 85% for the Make My Move program. There are some minimum income criteria and sometimes a household size. So right now, about 20% of applicants who apply to Make My Move are accepted.